Alright guys, it's your boy Soapy Bubbles, and today I'm back again with part 2 of my hood fighting player tier list, which I hope will end the debate of who is the best hood fighting player. And I got some chill lo-fi music in the background, and without further ado, let's just hop right into the tier list. So, as you can see, I added a couple people down here. I think I added about 7 people to the tier list, and I'm also going to be re-ranking a lot of the players over here. After fighting them a little bit, after they were upset with my tier list, uh, I received generally good support for the tier list. It was pretty unbiased, but I'm gonna be redoing it upon further requests, and also just because I added more people, and I said I would do this when I added more people. So let's just hop right back into the tier list. I'm just gonna slap people down where I know they go. So comments: formidable, Max, legendary, I think it was Uzi, formidable, Gotham, formidable, Pedicpa, legendary, Woomy. Okay, so this this is the first part that I'm gonna address. So Woomy got really mad because I put him in. I said, Woomy, dog water. I just put him right in dog water. Uh, because it wasn't a joke or anything. I actually thought that he was dog water. But after fighting him today a little bit, I realized that I was just being a hater, and Wumi is actually a really good player. So I'm gonna slap him in formidable opponents. And if I receive a lot of clap back for this, then you can go 1v1 Wumi himself. But he does still lose to a lot of average A ranks. That's partially because he's retired though. So I don't know if putting him in formidable is fair, but he's definitely somewhere between great and formidable. But I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He did beat me a few times today. I ended up coming out with a dub, but he did hold his own. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in formidable opponents with the two other members of the top 5. So Aquadex, formidable. Soapy Bubbles, I'm gonna put you at the end because we all know where that's gonna go. Jalil, he's a great player. Gut Knight. So Gut Knight has 7k wins, and I forgot where I put him last time, but he is a formidable opponent. Ryamuda, formidable again. Ryamuda, aka Pogma, was really mad that I put him only at formidable. Only at formidable. But I'm basing this tier list off of a combination of like apparent skill within the community and also like recognition. So legendary brawlers and immortalized fighters are the only two categories that require some kind of recognition, because if you're gonna be legendary or immortalized, then people gotta know what your name is. Milo, average scufflers. Yeah, Milo's been getting better. He's been training for rewritten, and I'm pretty proud of him. Ars Vilio, I fought him a little bit, so I'm gonna move him. I'm gonna keep him in great players. I don't think he could really scuffle with the guys up here. Uh, yeah, maybe Woomy or Uzi a little, but other than that, nah. El Heaven, I'm putting him in legendary brawlers. He's he can get a lot of wins, but the only drawback about his playstyle is that he he utilizes, like, his whole playstyle is centered around the float up glitch. So after you get heavied and you float up into the air, basically what he'll do is he'll dash behind you and land behind you. He'll dash mid-air, land behind you, and that's where he gets the majority of his hits. So while he's good now, since there's no floating glitch in rewritten, I think he's gonna have to adjust his playstyle in order for him to maintain his spot on this leaderboard. But uh not leaderboard, tier list. But other than that, he deserves this spot. A lot of people know who Heaven is. He gets a lot of like haters, trash talk, because he has a big ego like me, but he can back it up, and so can I too. But Cosmic, immortalized, he has a reputation of a giant in this game. Dan Bob. So after watching my video back again, um Dan Bob, uh, I'm gonna have to de-rank him to legendary, since not a lot of people know his name. He's still like legendary, super good, but not a lot of people know who Dan Bob is anymore. He started the whole karate craze, and he's the karate trainer, but I'm gonna have to keep him at legendary right now. I don't think he has enough clout currently to be an immortalized fighters. Divine, definitely. While the new gens might not know who Divine is, the OG players will always have Divine in their heart as the #1 player for quite some time. Existed, I'm gonna put him in Formidable again. Yeah, with the rest of the top 5, even though he's not top 5 anymore. That was pretty crazy how he got knocked out of top 5 by, I think it was either me or Gosta that did it. Czar's Revenge, great players. He's a really good player. Rat Corpses, same thing. I never really knew Rat Corpses for being too special at the game, but they are a good player, so I'll just put them there. Crafted RL. So, last time I put Crafted in average scufflers, but then I actually I had forgotten who he was for a hot minute because I hadn't seen his name in a while. But then I realized he had 7,000 wins, and I remember fighting him before. So I'm gonna upgrade him to great players. Gas Pizza, same thing. He's great players. Anna, Trash Bins, of course. You already know that was gonna happen. Dancing Degenerate. I forgot where I put you last time, but I'll put you. I think it was Formidable. Namelessness, average scufflers, stun. I'll put you in average again. Banana Jew. I'm ranking him up to great. So last time we fought. Last time I did this tier list, I put him in average scufflers, but I fought him a little bit after that. Actually, I fought him a lot, and he managed to, do a little bit of damage on me. So, and he beat me in a tournament one time, but I still always come up with a dub. You know me, so be bubbles. So I'll upgrade to him. Oh man, voice crack. I'll upgrade him to great players. Wake. So Wake was really upset because I put them in Formidable, not because they went higher, but because they didn't believe that they were good enough to be placed in Formidable. And to that I say, you beat Woomy today a lot, and I think you've beaten Aquanix before, and Uzi in comments, and you've beaten me sometimes, so I think you deserve that spot, especially because you used Breaker. Loot, I'll put Loot in great, obviously, again. As you can see, I added a new column for people that you don't know, so unknown. So this covers all the bases. S-Rally, average scufflers, or, this is some pretty heated competition up here anyway, so I think I'll just go ahead and put them in average. So now we're getting into the new people that I added, the first one being Tycoon Boss. Tycoon Boss is the leader of the Agasti family, and Yo Mama Gaming, my group, has allied with them, and they recently passed us on the leaderboard. So I think they're like number 16 or 17 on the leaderboard right now. And Tycoon Boss is actually really good at the game. They make their own videos. Bacon_games, I think is his YouTube channel. He does like FPS videos, and he has 2 hood fighting videos. I think he released one today. So he's good at the game. I'll put him at great players. Jess used to be widely regarded as one of the best, if not the best, karate, even in the time of Danbop, and Jess became a moderator. And after that, they kind of fell off, stopped playing the game, they sort of retired. But they still retain a lot of their skill, even though a lot of it is left. They're still pretty good. And in their prime, they were, like, really an unstoppable force. I even had trouble fighting them sometimes. It was always between Jess and Chris Park, who is the next person that I'm putting on this list. Me and Jess, we're good friends. So I'll put him at Formidable. He's really good at the game. Chris Park, my son. I trained Chris Park from when he was a little fetus. It's the same case. Chris Park in comments, where they were both trying to try out for Bane, and I helped them both. But Chris, I met, I think, before comments, and I taught Chris a lot of what I know. And now Chris is like really, really good at the game. They started their own group. They're making a game with Max. They are Hood Village, like high rank. And I'm gonna put Chris at Formidable opponents. There's a lot of people going up here today. So now, I don't know how to pronounce this, KE7VN, but I think that's like Kevin. So I'm just gonna say Kevin. Sorry if that's not what it's supposed to be. Kevin is, I think, top 6 or top 7 in the game, and they really just burst out of nowhere. they're good at the game. I fought them quite a bit, and of course they're gonna go into formidable opponents because I mean they have 10,000 wins. They're good at the game. That's pretty much a given. Now ZL2, his real username is something super gibberish. I forgot what it was, but currently he has the Tetsuan style, and he wanted everyone to know that I'm not ranking him based off of his skills with Tetsuan, because Tetsuan is a really garbage style. But he is, you know, he's above average for your average A rank. He's a good player. I don't really think he can compete with the guys up here, but he's still good at the game, so I'm going to put him in average Scuffler rank. Fiverp came onto the scene towards the end of the old map, and we became friends, and Fiverp was actually one of the best, if not the best, capo players. And they switched to contractor for a bit, you know, bounced around styles, retired eventually, and then came back. I don't know what's going on with them now, but I'm putting them in formidable opponents. They can definitely scuffle with the best. And finally, Red Tidal Wave. Red Tidal Wave and I, we had a humongous brawl fest. I think we fought over 100 times within like the span of 2 hours or something. And I sort of lost count of how many wins we got, but Red said that he got more wins off of it, but I don't really know. I switched styles in the middle. Regardless, Red is really good, and they give me a good fight most of the time. They can beat me, you know, a little less than half the time, haha. But Red definitely has potential to become one of the best players in the game, if not already one of the best players in the game. They can definitely fight with everybody in Formidable. The only question is if they have enough to make it to Legendary Brawlers. They definitely have enough skill, but do they don't have enough recognition as of now. So I'll go ahead and put them into formidable opponents. And finally, yours truly, Soapy Bubbles. Now I'm gonna be unbiased here. I am going to rate myself fairly. I think, like, really, with a lot of my heart, that I am the best hood fighting player, and a lot of people you'll meet will say that I have a big ego for saying that, or because I don't know, I've lost to some people. I don't know. I have a lot of people who say that my ego is big and that I'm not the best hood fighting player, but I have lost to a couple people up here, like for instance L Heaven. Him and I, like, we started out beefing, and then we became cool, and we just 1v1 now and then sometimes. He usually gets more wins on me than I do, but like I said, I don't think that's going to be the case in Rewritten. Even so, I've amassed so much clout in this game that I can definitely tussle with anybody in this game, like every single person. Most likely I'd at least get, I don't know, 3 wins off of them. And a lot of people might call it stroking my ego, but I say that if you have the skills and you can back it up, you can talk whatever you want. So I'm gonna put myself at Immortalized, and a lot of people would agree with me, since I am number 2 on the leaderboard right now. I think I have a lot of skill. It's between Legendary Brawlers and Immortalized Fighters, but I think I have so much clout that I could just go to Immortalized right now. Like I said, the only person on this whole list who has beaten me more than I've beaten them is Al Heaven. And, you know, I'm not the best right now. I definitely have more room to improve within the game, so I am very confident in saying that I will eventually surpass El Heaven in skill, but he's definitely going to try to work to not make that the case. So that's it. This is my tier list, updated version 2. I mainly did this because Woomy was upset with where he was at, but I think I've ranked everyone pretty fairly, given a good in-depth description as to like why I've ranked people where they're ranked. And I'm going to release this tier list to the public so that you guys can make your own tier lists. And feel free to DM them to me on Discord. This has been your boy, Soapy Bubbles. I hope you enjoyed the video. And